Hello everyone, welcome to the Human Reviews channel, and today we are doing the first proper topic video. I technically have done a topic video before with my Discord's favorite songs of all time, but now, today, we are doing the first true proper one, which is the worst song of all time. I went to my YouTube community page, I asked my viewers what is the worst song of all time, and I have gotten 50-ish responses here. And I'm also going to be having a notepad. Let me actually open it. I'm going to have a notepad here where I keep track of my favorites, which responses I think are the best, and at the end, a winner will be chosen, who I think has the most correct opinion of what the worst song of all time is.
For a while there it was rough, but lately I've been...
I did give an example myself. My example is Benson Boone's Beautiful Things. My view is very skewed of this track because my mum listens to this song. Well, listened to this song, not as much anymore. My mum used to listen to this song all the fucking time. Every day, I would hear this song 3 times a day. Of every song she could have chosen to get obsessed with, it was Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. For like 3 months straight, I heard this song 3 times a day every day. Let me get this shit up here.
For a while there it was rough, and I see my family every month. I found a girl my parents love, and I thank God every day for the girl he's...
It's so artificial. It's so fucking artificial. It feels literally like this instrumental could be fucking AI generated. Wait for the backflip.
Oh, I hope I don't lose you.
It's like the moment in the movie where the main character finally decides to fucking fight back. It's so shit. It's so shit.
These beautiful things that I've got, please stay.
There's some fucking Brendan Urie theatrics with his vocals. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the rest of this song. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. He's doing some fucking Brendan Urie theatrics. He's sitting here singing this fucking cut-core anthem about how he's scared that, like, God's gonna take his girl away or something like that. This is some flat ass right here. Fucking manufactured ass production. Dog shit, terrible, overblown vocal performance. Truly, truly rancid, horrible music. This is the bar that I'm saying. The song's a 0. Honestly, because of how much I've been exposed to it, it's my pick for the worst song of all time. This is the bar that I'm setting. Let's get into the actual submissions now. First comment is discography of Radiohead. And this is the most liked reply. Wow. Now Oasis I can get more behind, okay? I can get more behind.
Bars, fucking cars, aeroplanes, deep massage, bars.
Tones and I, bars, rip T. The fuck is that? Oh, this is off of the Madhouse album.
I got bars, fucking cars, aeroplanes, deep massage.
Here I am, flying down the street like Superman, and I won't do it, but my best friend can.
You can private session on Tidal, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's enough of this. Wow. Holy shit. That is just some absolutely horribly produced pop music right there. Terrible fucking dance instrumental. These vocal effects, these pitch down vocal effects are giving me PTSD to some of the worst shit of the, mid-2010s. Tones and I also just, as a writer here, the writing's fucking horrible as well. In fact, this is a tribute to someone and it's talking about bars, cars, aeroplanes, and fire. What the fuck? Who are we making a tribute to? Why is this the way we go about making a tribute to them? There's something about this that feels disrespectful, especially if this is someone who's passed. This is some dog shit right here. This is setting the bar quite low. So fucking bad. Yeah, this gets like a low 1. Low 1.
Seamus, that's the dog who's outside.
Seamus by Pink Floyd. The dog howling is so annoying and the folky jazz elements don't work. Let down the album and then leads into the epic echoes. Lets down an amazing album. I disagree. I think that Seamus is probably the weakest song on Metal, but I wouldn't say it's one of the worst songs of all time. I'll play a little bit of it. I'm not going to play this entire thing. Listen. This isn't the worst song of all time. This song, I don't know, it's like a 4 to a 5. It's bad. Well, I wouldn't even say it's bad. It's nowhere near as good as anything else on the rest of this album. Like 100%, it's nowhere near as good. Okay, the fucking dog being put down noises is, interesting. The fucking jazzy folk thing that they go for with the acoustic guitar here. It's just, I don't know. This song, it definitely doesn't fit in with the rest of the album, but I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just like a step down from everything else on this album, and that's about all I have to say about this one. The Clash, Dictator, just a mess, nothing really more to say. That sounds interesting to me. Now, a Clash song, I know they have that one album that everyone says is the worst shit of all time. So, excuse me? What the fuck is going on? Feels like just being dropped into the middle of... It feels like being dropped into the middle of a song that's already like halfway over. There's so much shit going on that it's kind of impossible to pay attention to any specific element because we've had no build up to this. It's just like immediately everything is happening all at once. Sleep paralysis song, literally. It's so fucking confusing. The fuck are these Oh, what the hell? This is a Clash going into like some synthetic shit and not even being able to pull it off with a modicum of taste or instrumental prowess. These motherfuckers made London Calling. These motherfuckers made London Calling, and now they fall off this hard. Yeah, this song is just so packed. So much shit happens immediately. You're just dropped into the middle of this fucking instrumental hellscape. And it's full of these terrible synths that feel like they wouldn't have aged well even just like 3 days after this album's release. You have these terrible fucking like saxophone stabs throughout as well. The vocals are so buried here that were there not to be a lyric card in front of me, I wouldn't be able to understand what the fuck this guy's saying. I am shocked that this was released. This was approved, wrote, recorded, mixed, fucking mastered, and then released, put onto an album. Holy shit, yeah, that is a low one. Another low one. Absolute ass. Dance Monkey by Tones and I. We've already had a Tones and I pick, so I'm not going to play this. Everybody's heard Dance Monkey. This is a valid selection right here. This song is ass. This is a good pick.
Studies are now saying that cigarettes are recommended and women belong in the kitchen.
1965 by Jessie Murph. The song starts off with a monologue about how great the 60s were, and even though it's satirical, it's not funny, let alone the fact that the 60s were actually horrible for the most part. Then Jessie Murph starts singing, which is never a good thing. The chorus is awful, and who could forget? Might get a little slap, and the Snapchat reference. What? Wasn't this supposed to take place in the 60s? Song is downright awful, and the album it's off of is easily the worst I've heard all year. Okay, so this sounds like we're gonna get some new shit right here. That's it's exciting.
We go to church on a Sunday, wake up on Monday. Where you at, that boy? Fuck you.
Why does he sound like a minion?
I want you to love me. I want you to want me.
Listen, this is bad. This is bad. But I feel like the commenter has misinterpreted this song a little bit. The song is not taking place in 1965. She's saying that she's comparing how she is loved in the modern day to how people would have been loved in 1965, and she's wishing that it were the case. Okay? It's still bad. This still sounds like shit, and this writing's trash. But you have misinterpreted the song, and for that reason, you lose.
Before I get in the fucking door, you fucking fuck you. I want you
to love me. Lyricism. I've had enough. Yeah, this is fucking trash. This is like a low 2. Not the worst song of all time. Far from it, but this is bad. Something about this that feels so forced, like it's just trying its hardest to be as edgy as possible. I bet, but at least you wouldn't drive up before I get in the fucking door, you fucking fuck you. Like, shut up. Just shut the fuck up and then love me like it's 1965. It's just such a dumb fucking analogy. It's so stupid. This whole song is the definition of stupid. Yeah, low 2. Trash. Lucky by Daft Punk? A Daft Punk song in the worst songs of all time? This isn't... You don't mean Get Lucky, do you? There's no way. I mean, I'll play this as a break from the bad music, sure. It's like one of the best pop songs of the 2010s. Well, one of the best, maybe not, but it's really good.
Like
The legend of the penis. Oh, that bass. Ah. Getting a song that has such ass bass with those cranked out airways and then getting a nice, fucking thick, meaty ass bass tone here. So good. Pharrell's vocals are incredible. Yeah, the guitar loop is so good. Okay, I'm not going to play the whole song, but listen. This is not the best Daft Punk song, in my opinion. I don't think that, you know, this is the greatest fucking pop song of the 2010s or anything, but this song slaps, okay? Great production. Pharrell's vocals are brilliant. The bass sounds incredible. That guitar loop is fucking gorgeous. The writing here, so vivid and expressive. I absolutely love this track. Not the greatest Daft Punk song in the world or anything like that, but it slaps. It's like a high 8 to a 9 for me. High 8 to a 9. And I'm going to do this album for a video soon as well, so, you know.
Nowadays, people are too afraid to say what's on your minds, like stepping on a landmine.
Oh, here's the first appearance. No Fear by Falling in Reverse never fails to piss me off. It's all the worst parts of Falling in Reverse combined into one truly awful song. Oh, it's off of this fucking album. I did a video on this album. Oh, I remember this one. I remember this. I actually remember this song from this video. Firstly, go watch this video. This is a very fun one.
They want to call me a nuisance just because I'm not afraid of giving my 2 cents. It's stupid. They try to bitch. I'm the one you excluded. You want to talk about equality, but I'm not included.
You want to talk about equality, but I'm not included. Maybe don't abuse women. How about that? Yeah, I agree with what MZ said there. The only thing this song needs is the NF feature. This sounds like an NF song, and I'm going to be honest. The Search is a song I could have picked for my pick of the worst song of all time. That song is ass. This feels like an NF song if it was like more right-wing, essentially. This is Ronnie Radke sitting here saying like, oh, everyone's so afraid of saying what's really on their mind. Oh, I'm being cancelled. I'm being cancelled. All I did was abuse a woman, guys. Come on, you can't be cancelling me. I'm not playing this whole fucking song. I have a video on this album. Just go watch that. It's a fun video. It was a very fun one. But yeah, this song is shit. It's I agree with Brandon there. It's a high 0. For fuck's sake. Yeah, following it up with Watch the World Burn. Now, here is a pick that I would say I agree with even more than that last one. This is a real contender for, like, worst song of all time. And I'll say this one is in first place of the bunch so far.
I got voices in my head again. Tread carefully. Battle depression. I'm back with a message. I'm asking the question that if you hate me, why you acting obsessive? Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive.
Everybody's so sensitive.
You never get rid of me. Too many enemies whipping my image.
Such vain threats as well. It's like, look at how much dirt I have on people. Look at how much dirt I have. I could do some serious damage, but, you know, I'm never going to rock the boat like that. Like, I could knock everybody down in the music industry. I could ruin everything, but I'm not going to. Why? You a bitch? You too much of a bitch? Make the post. Come on. Just make the post. Expose all of these terrible people. If you've got that much dirt, why wouldn't you want to expose these people? Or are you just chatting shit? Yeah, I'm also not going to play this whole song. Listen. This is a contender for, like, worst song ever fucking made right here. This is some premium ass. This is Ronnie Radke with his head up his ass, trying to come across as intimidating and as powerful as possible, and it fails. Painting himself like the fucking Messiah. Literally, on the album cover, he's wearing a crown of thorns. Trying to paint himself as this Jesus-like figure, someone who has been made out to be the worst person ever, being, like, fucking... literally trying to put across that he's been, like, crucified by the fucking media or something, and saying that he could expose everyone, but he won't rock the boat. This is the strongest contender. Actual premium AIDS in the form of music. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this clip from my second channel, but listen, you gotta believe me. You gotta believe. Listen, this is out of context. Babe, I think I might have to start abusing you so that I can get views in drama videos. Is that okay? Listen. I was listen. I look. You gotta believe me. Listen. It's AI. Okay. It's AI. I didn't say that. It's AI. No cameras. Put the fucking cameras away. I didn't say that. I would never say that to my incredible girlfriend. Another Brad hit the building. Wow. Jesus Christ. Literally almost all the songs on Angelic to the Core, but Lovin' Lies by Corey Feldman is absolute ear cancer. I don't think this is the last time Corey Feldman is going to appear on this list, unfortunately. This is also an album that I'm going to eventually need to make a video on, right? I feel like Angelic to the Core is a rite of passage for music content. Isn't this meant to be like a fucking theatric rock album? What the fuck is this? Waiting for a fucking Pitbull verse to come in. Jesus.
We were on our ride, knew that I was missing. I didn't know you was kissing. I didn't see. Don't tell me your lies.
Oh. Hey.
That would not be wise. Every day I see
Oh my god.
every way I get with nothing left to say. Don't tell me your lies.
What? No, I'm not playing the rest of this shit. Jesus Christ. This is what I'm talking about. Bad, but not that bad. No, this is that fucking bad. Firstly, thank you to Corey Feldman for creating this beautiful art. Secondly, oh my god. The vocal layering being as out of sync and out of time as it is like ear cancer is the best way of describing it. You got it perfect in your comment. It is ear cancer. Secondly, this instrumental sounds exactly like Starships by Nicki Minaj. I was waiting for Pitbull to come in the entire time, and the fact that he didn't is disappointing. Okay, the song would be an immediate 10 if Pitbull had a verse here, but he doesn't. I don't even really have any more points. That's basically it. It's just dog shit production, and it's a rip-off of Starships by Nicki Minaj. This is crazy. This is a truly hellish amalgamation of terrible pop music, terrible production, being a blatant rip-off, and Corey Feldman not being able to sing for shit. Now, listen, on the entertainment scale, this song is like a 6. This is a very fun listen. As an actual song, it's like a flat 0. Like a straight, the lightest 0 I can give it. That is a good pick right there. That is an actually very good pick. The Angel and the Gambler by Iron Maiden. It has this hook that gets repeated a whole bunch during its 10-minute runtime. It gets old really damn fast. Why 10 minutes, huh? Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Do you feel lucky or do you feel scared?
I mean, listen, this isn't, like, great, but this instrumental's okay.
So why don't you answer? So why did you send a roll of the dice?
Alright, I'm just gonna skip to whatever the fucking part with the repeated thing is.
Don't you think I could save your life?
I mean, it definitely is a step down in terms of, like, the quality I would think of with Iron Maiden, but, like, it's not terrible. I am actually gonna let this play out, and we're gonna see if it truly does get as rating as you say.
Don't you think I'm a savior? Don't you think I could save you?
The guitar solo was pretty decent. Yeah, I disagree. This song's okay. It's like a 6. Didn't listen to the whole thing, obviously, but it's based on like that repeated section and how okay that solo was and the intro. It's not great. I was able to move to it. I didn't find myself getting particularly like too bored by the track. It's like a high 5 to a 6.
ABC 1, 2, 3. OMG, I got ADHD.
Kittydog, Bees in My Head, ADHD. This is a song I've given a lot of chances and re-listens hoping it would stick. It's so grating on the ears and really on the nose. Okay, I have no fucking idea what this is.
ABC 1, 2, 3. OMG, I got ADHD. I got ADHD and I wanna fucking kill myself. I don't want to, but I really feel like I need help.
Bees in my head. Bees in my head. I got bees in my head.
It's a different state, you're in a different town, and I might drown. I'm a little hyperactive.
Bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my head. I got ADHD and I wanna fucking kill myself. I don't want to, but I really feel like I need help.
Now, listen. This is very evidently probably an incredibly small artist. Okay. And it sounds like someone, I don't know, the vocals make it sound like an actual fucking teenager is doing this, okay? So I don't want to be too harsh against it. However, this was quite shit. edgelord bullshit saying I got ADHD and I want to sell for game end because I can't say this. I'm not allowed to say this because YouTube doesn't like it. The fucking bullshit repetition of bees in my head. Like, what a dumb fucking way to describe ADHD. I get what they're going for with that, but it's so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. The samples Bees in the Trap by Nicki Minaj. That adds to the stupidity of this song. It's basically just a dumb track. It's so dumb. Everything on display here is just like, wow, that's a dumb choice. Wow, that's goofy. Wow, that's just so fucking ridiculous. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's very evidently, made by someone who is incredibly young. I can't say that I particularly enjoyed it, but also I can't judge it too hard because it's clearly like someone who's fucking 14, 15 years old making this. It's like a 2, Pretty much any song by Onision, if I had to pick one, it would probably be Suk Mi, but they're all terrible. There's a song called Suk Mi by Onision.
Hello, how are you? Wanna play a little game? I have a pecker and you have a mouth.
Suck me.
Please, oh please, I want you to suck on me. I wanna feel your wisdom teeth and take your reflex for a ride. You don't have to be...
Like, this shit isn't even fun bad. Like, can we not at least make a song that's laughably terrible? This is just fucking drab and miserable. This is a truly, like, grating song to listen to. There's nothing fun about this. It doesn't even feel like he's having fun with this shit, Everything here just feels so grey and colourless. Firstly, we shouldn't be giving this fucking pedo attention. Secondly, this song is just... It's like, not even notable in how bad it is. It's just a bad idea with terrible execution. It's like, there's nothing notable about this. It's boring bad. It's just like, wow, you aren't even trying. You aren't having fun with the song. You aren't doing anything interesting with the song. You're just, like, sat there half-assing everything and trying to be edgy. So for that reason, this song does get a 1 out of 10. But it's not a 1 out of 10 because it's notable in how bad it is. It's a 1 out of 10 because he didn't fucking try. The Beach Boys' Forever 1992, the original song off of Sunflower, is maybe my favorite Beach Boys song of all time. It's written and sung by Dennis. It's so vulnerable and sweet. And it means so much more after Denny drowned in 1983. Damn. When Mike Love was spearheading the 1992 album Summer in Paradise, he and the band decided to re-record 2 of their own songs. The first one being their first ever song, Surfin', and the second being Forever. Now, this could be seen as a loving tribute to their deceased brother. Unfortunately, Mike Love had recently become friends with Full House actor John Stamos. It was a weird symbiotic relationship where Mike was able to get the Beach Boys some relevancy through Stamos, and Stamos was able to live out his rockstar fantasies by joining the band and playing drums live with them. He's not featured on any Beach Boys studio recordings except for this song. John Stamos of Full House sings lead vocals on a Beach Boys song and turns one of the most beautiful ballads of all time into a generic-ass 90s power ballad. It's difficult for me to sit through the entire song without wanting to vomit. Listen, what the song stands for is really bad. Okay, what the song stands for is terrible. But the song itself isn't actually that bad. It doesn't sound good, it definitely is very generic 90s fucking power ballad bullshit, but it's passable. You could compare this to any like song from the time and it would just be like, yeah, it's a boring version of that. Context is part of the song. I know. I don't know, I'm not finding myself particularly caring about this, I can't lie. Yeah, I think as a song, the greatest sin it commits is being boring, and as a piece of art, the greatest sin it commits is taking a steaming shit on somebody's legacy. Yeah, this is bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, I don't think. It's unintentionally pretty disrespectful to Dennis Wilson as well. I don't think it's like the worst shit ever. I feel like there could have been a far worse version of this, honestly. There could have been a version of this that was even more disrespectful, that was even more intolerable. This gets like a high 2 to a low 3. I understand why you chose it, but for me personally, I feel like a worse version of this could absolutely exist. It's like a high 2 to a low 3. Still bad, but I don't think it's the worst thing ever. Thunder by Imagine Dragons. What can I say? Super repetitive. The high-pitched vocals are like nails on a chalkboard, and the production and melody is just so bland. Feels like the song goes nowhere. I try and distance myself from the song as much as I can, and it doesn't help that my wife is a big Imagine Dragons fan. That is unlucky. That is absolutely unlucky. Some of you may remember when You Know Who did the torture stream with this. He listened to this song for 9 hours. Okay, he had to split it across 2 streams. See, it was 9 hours of this song on repeat, right? I was there for 8 of those hours. I listened to this song. He listened to it like 500 times. I must have listened to it about 400 times by that man.
Not a yes, sir, not a follower. I was lightning before the thunder.
Thunder, 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 thunder.
Co-worker, music final boss, honestly.
You were clapping in the nosebleed.
Now, someone during that stream made the best point about this song ever, and it perfectly sums up the quality of Dan Reynolds' writing. Can anyone tell me the problem with these 2 lines? Can anyone tell me the problem with these 2 lines? Okay, if not, I'll explain it. This is genuine incompetent lyricism, okay? Dan Reynolds should be able to pick up on the fact that this is incompetent lyricism. The problem here is that we place ourselves in 2 different time periods. He says, now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleeds. He's currently doing something simultaneously at the same time as someone was doing something in the past. Like, it seems like the simplest thing, but it's actual incompetent lyricism. Genuinely incompetent lyricism. He can't even get his time period right across 2 lines. Yeah, I'm feeling a high 0 on this song. High 0. It's not the worst song of the stream so far, but I'll still put it on the list because it's pretty fucking bad. One of the worst pop songs of the 2010s, in my opinion.
I sleep against the bedroom wall.
MGK Vampire Diaries. It's the most emo trash I've ever heard, and it sounds AI generated. I hate all of his music. I feel like MGK is kind of a lock for a list like this. It's incomplete without an MGK track, in my opinion.
I don't know why they make it look so cool in stories, cause I can't leave till it's nighttime.
Fucking train beat over this? Are you fucking kidding me? We're trying to do a pop punk thing and a country thing at the same time.
I put a cross around my neck just to find out if it burns. So take.
I swear to God, if Travis Barker's playing on this. Yep, drum kit Travis Barker. Of course he's playing on this fucking shit.
Take me out.
Listen, this shit sounds about as poorly produced as that last Blink-182 album, which Travis Barker fucking produced. Oh yeah, look, Travis Barker worked on production on this album as well. I feel like anything Travis Barker touches these days is just an immediate recipe for disaster, which sucks because, you know, around like the early 2000s, I'd say early to like late 2000s, I'd say that era of Travis Barker, he becomes one of my favorite drummers ever. And then he attaches himself to projects like this where he's just ruining the production, where he is just really trying to recapture what made his drumming on Blink-182 special and just not able to do it at all. Feels like he's really forcing it a lot of the time these days. On top of that, it's just a dogshit MGK song. Terrible, attempt to implement country elements into a pop-punk emo track. Absolutely fucking atrocious vocals. Overblown production that just sounds so brick-walled. Everything is just so dense here. And not dense in a way that sounds impactful. Dense in a way that it feels like I'm fucking suffocating. I hate this song. This is pretty bad. This is like a low to solid 1. Bad shit. Very bad shit. Not the worst thing I've heard from MGK, though. Not the worst thing I've heard from MGK. The obvious pick would be You Done Goofed by Blood on the Dance Floor, but to be a little more original, I'd choose Wagwan Delilah by Snowday and Drake. The song is based on the Play White Tees' Hey There Delilah. While the original song isn't outstanding in any way, I would still think it's a cute song, and there's no reason to ruin it this much. If I had to pick a personal least favorite song of all time, it would be that. Firstly, this is a great contender. This is a fucking fantastic contender for the worst song of all time. This is I forget what the context of this song is specifically, but I think it was one of the guys from Blood on the Dance Floor SA'd somebody, again, YouTube censorship, I apologize, SA'd somebody, and then won the court case, and immediately made this song about the person who he SA'd, which eventually turned out to be true. Am I getting my lore right there? Oh, the victim was 11 years old. I see. So that's a pretty fucking key piece of information I've left out there. Jesus Christ. But that makes this so much more fucked up. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Wow.
I don't give a shit about your insecurities. Your attempts to get my attention doesn't bother me. Believe me, girl, you're gonna feel all my hurt.
11 years old, by the way. And people say 303 is the worst electro-pop duo to spawn out on MySpace. We've not played such yet.
I'm beautiful, not a suspect of rape. Don't you know I'm fucking boss? Read the fucking nameplate.
Look at me, I'm beautiful, not a suspect of our word. Don't you know I'm a fucking boss? Read the nameplate. You're just a spawn of stupidity, a living mistake. Holy shit, wow. Yeah, we're not playing this whole thing because it's 5 minutes. Yeah, this is a big contender for the worst song so far. This is a flat 0. A flat 0. Very, very strong contender for the worst of the bunch. The rundown of this song is that this is a response to him winning a court case about him SAing an 11-year-old. That is immediately the fact that he makes a song that's this vitriolic towards an 11-year-old when it turns out like it was actually true that he did that. Immediately the strongest contender for the worst song. Absolutely. But then Gwan Delilah by Snow Day and Drake is also pretty fucking bad.
Gwan Delilah was it like in Toronto City? Oh, don't you be acting mean.
Did this guy have dirt on Drake and get him to feature as blackmail? Surely. The only explanation.
Gwan Delilah, no, I'm late cause there's better traffic. Your mademoiselle nights are geeked. I'm bent low key.
The best way to describe how bad this is that it's so shit that everybody thought it was AI generated. Everybody thought this song was AI when it dropped, right? That's how shit this is. Everyone just assumed that it must be AI because there's no way that something like this would actually be released.
And oh, if you're trying to hit it, look on the TD, RBC, Scotiabank, RBC, CIBC, PC Financial.
That is music right there. Look at this fucking like to dislike ratio. This isn't even an official upload. This is on it's on a fucking lyric page, and it's still, yeah, there we go. That's W like to dislike ratio right there. This isn't Suno AI. This is a real fucking song. It's a real song. That is not an AI. That's not made by AI. Everyone thought it was, but it wasn't. Lucas Graham's 7 Years. My dad used to constantly play this when it came out. It made me want to tear my ears off. We'll see about worst song of all time. It's been a while since I've heard this. We'll see. I forgot how bad this piano loop was. Wow.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me go.
I mean, immediately. This is the most, like, okay line ever. Anything else, or is that the whole statement? Because, I don't know what I'm supposed to pull out of that.
By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Get yourself a wife.
At 11 years old, by the way. Lucas Graham! Yeah, we got to the good part of the song. I don't need to listen to the rest of this. Yeah, this song fucking sucks. Melodramatic ass, like, oh, I remember when I was younger. I remember, you guys remember being young? You know when you guys were young and, like, when you were 11 and your dad told you to go get a wife? One of the most intolerable pop songs of the 2010s, a terrible piano ballad, pretentious. Actually pretentious pop music right here. Awful. Feeling a high 0 to a low 1 on that. Trash.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Meghan Trainor's all about that bass.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it.
I agree, this isn't a worst song. This song's pretty bad, though.
Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no.
Look, this song's bad, but it's not the worst Meghan Trainor song. Okay, listen, it's bad pop music. It's got an okay enough message about, body positivity. I can't sit here and, like, get too angry at this song, especially when I've heard just how bad Meghan Trainor's music can get, okay? Anything by Onision, Blood on the Dance Floor, Rectal Abdominus, Chris Chan, Bryson Gray are usually certified zeros. Basically anything that's cringecore, mentally ill meme music, morally non-existent, disgusting, etc. One pick which has never been played, though, is John Lennon and Yoko Ono's Cambridge 1969, which consists of 26 minutes of screaming with annoying wailing guitar feedback over it. It's also way worse than John and Yoko. Strong start. If you like this, you're a performative man. What the fuck? This is an excellent pick. This is the type of thing that I can't believe it got made. I cannot believe that even the minds of John Lennon and Yoko Ono were like, yeah, this is good. Let's put this out. Certainly a patience tester. Yeah, listening to the full 26.5 minutes of this would probably make me want to never want to hear again. Probably Never Take It by 21 Pilots off of Scaled and Icy. I was going to say the regional at best version of Trees, but that's a demo. No, it's not. But so I chose not to. Never Take It is like some super generic pop rock that sounds really flat and boring. Even the guitar solo sounds flat and boring and unsure, so we said flat and boring twice. Interesting. And the writing sucks ass. It seems like it's some sort of political song, but apparently it's not. But there's not really any clues in the song that it's not meant to be political, so you can't really blame anyone for thinking that's what the song is about. A lot of people would probably pick Bounce Man from the album as their worst, but at least the song goes for something a bit different. Never Take It is just boring, bland, flat pop rock with some really bad songwriting. The song's bad, but it's a far cry from the worst thing ever made. The song sucks, though. The song does suck.
Now that they know information is to
Yeah, that song's bad. It's not good at all. But look, listen, firstly, you could have gone with Trees. Regional at Best is not a demo album. They redid the songs on Vessel, but those versions are not demos, okay? So the Regional at Best version of Trees is a valid pick, okay? This is worse than Breach? Yeah, this is worse than Breach. Breach is actually a good album. Now, there is a bit of lore behind this song. There is a bit of lore that is so funny and kind of perfectly encapsulates why it's as bad as it is on a writing front. So when this song came out, anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers thought this song was about them, and they legit, this song's so poorly written that they thought, oh, this is a song supporting our cause. We're going to start playing it at anti-vax rallies. That is how shit the writing on this song is. That's how terrible the writing on this song is. That it was able to be misconstrued as an anti-vax anthem.
The summer I watched the tube, I saw enough. You better educate yourself, but never too much.
Bounce Man is bad, but this is way worse in my opinion. I fucking hate this song so much. This is probably, if we're not including Regional at Best, this is probably my least favorite 21 Pilots song. This song is so ass. This is crazy bad. There's good songs on this album, okay? This, like, first 5-track run is really good. Good Day, great opener. Choker and Shy Away, catchy as hell. The Outside and Saturday both slap as well. And then I think No Chances and Redecorate are both great. But you get Never Take It, Mulberry Street, Formidable, and Bounce Man. And it is just, you're in shit city. You are just in shit city. 4 tracks that are just complete and utter AIDS in the form of music. It's absolute ass. Unfathomable. HH by Kanye West. We know what this stands for. We know what that stands for. I definitely cannot say that on YouTube. Wow.
People took my kids from me, then they closed my bank account. So I became a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain. They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how?
Listen, if you went on Twitter, you would be surprised how many people think this goes hard. Yeah, this is a 0 right here. Kanye, what a fall off. Well, I only recently re-listened to The College Dropout. Man, that album fucking slaps. Album's great. You know, I put our reaction to it as well. That album is so fucking good. You know, it's just some great, well-produced hip-hop. Tons of fantastic influences. I think that Kanye is such a charismatic writer, performer, gets some great features. Then you get shit like this. 0 goose egg, absolute ass.
I admit I done made some mistakes, and I have some imperfect ways.
I Admit It by R. Kelly. Oh my Christ. Yeah, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is some bad shit right here.
I didn't go to classes. I admit that I dropped out of school.
I'm actually pretty sure I've never listened to this. I don't know how, but I'm just pretty sure I've somehow been able to avoid this song.
I admit I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present.
This is 20 minutes of him admitting to everything except the thing, you know? This is him being like, look, I've made mistakes. I admit to this, I admit to that, I admit to this. And then someone goes, hey, what about the actual thing that was supposed to be? He's like, no, I've done this. You know, I couldn't read the teleprompter at the Grammys. I couldn't, you know, I've you know, messed around with some fans before and stuff like that, you know? This literally is him. Let me skip ahead in the song, see what it sounds like at the halfway point. The exact same.
You don't have to give these fools an explanation.
He doesn't, guys, R. Kelly doesn't owe us an explanation. R. Kelly does not owe us an explanation. Incredible. Yeah, I'm not listening to this shit. Wow. It's like somehow more boring than I expected it to be. I always assumed this was going to be like a really funny bad song. But no, this is like some just boring dog shit dancing around the topic. Yeah, that was trash. That is a 0 right there. Bad shit. Very bad shit. Several species of furry animals gathered together in a cave grooving with a pict by Pink Floyd. The name itself should be enough. I've heard this, and I don't know if I agree. I'm gonna be honest, this is actually kind of like enjoyable. I really think this is kind of goofy and silly, and I can see what the band are going for here, just making something that's kind of experimental and weird, and I don't mind this. I remember not enjoying this, but I don't know, for the first half of this, it's not that bad. It gets worse. We'll see. We'll skip to where these lyrics come in. Okay, Alvin and the Chipmunks have come to join in. It's still honestly not that bad. Listen, I would give this song a Scottish out of 10, okay? It gets a Scottish out of 10. Most people would assume that means it's a 0, but in this case, it actually means it's close to like a 5. It is what it is. It's kind of enjoyable. It's goofy. Am I ever going to re-listen to it? Fuck no. But it is what it is, you know? That'll be animals made only by Roger Waters. Exactly.
Take a hit of anything to escape it.
Imagine Dragons, Giants. I've been going through their discography recently, and I still don't think this band is as bad as people say. However, this song is actually unlistenable. It tries to sound so meaningful and serious, but Dan Reynolds' horrific vocal performance just ruins everything.
I know it's hard to hear, but I'm coming up forever in the deepest of the deep ends. Wanna make you proud of me.
It's weird. This is so close to being good. Like, there is a good song under this. There's something about the presentation of this track with how plucky it gets into these massive explosions that I feel like could be really powerful, but they are just throwing in so much unnecessary, overdramatic bullshit that's completely killing the tone of this. It's this fucking close to actually being a good Imagine Dragons song. It's this close. But it's Dan Reynolds' performance, it's the dog shit mixing, and it's the way they go about kind of advertising this, like the explosion on the chorus, and then just how over the top it actually is. It removes all of the emotion and makes none of it feel real. It all just makes it makes it all just feel so like manufactured and forced. What?
Coming up forever in the deepest.
What? Excuse me. Run. I need to hear that again. What was that, bro? Boom. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah. That's one of the worst moments on any Imagine Dragons song I've heard. That was trash. That scream. What happens to his voice? It sounds like it fucking sounds like he loses control of his vocal cords. Like his voice blows out mid-scream. Like he's done that many fucking takes of it. And then it goes into this coming up for air in the deepest of the deep end. Like he's not able to find where the beat is until he gets to the next line. And that fucking boo into the drop as well. So ass. This, wow. Holy shit. This made it onto this album. He was gooning while recording those vocals. Can we get a permaban on this guy? Like, for the most part, it's like so close to being good. It feels like there's a lot of stuff here that works, but it's just in the presentation and it's just how they put these elements across that makes it sound like shit. Like, this could be a good song. It has the potential to be a good song, but they never take the steps to actually make it well balanced or well thought out or well groomed at all. I'm feeling a solid 1 on this song. Bad. Very bad. Smashing Pumpkins, hooray. It truly sounds demented. Okay. Yeah, the Smashing Pumpkins song is interesting here. I wouldn't think Smashing Pumpkins immediately for dogshit music, but I know people aren't a fan of their later stuff. So I'm going to take a guess that this is from their later era. Excuse me? This was their melancholy sequel. I need to check this. I need to check this. Wow. 37 on this shit. Fantano gave it a 3. Look at these fucking song scores. Not a single song in the green. Hooray down at a 22.
Out on the hills of which the Diablo must see me. Oh my.
It turns into clown music. Appropriate ending for this song indeed. Wow, that is yikes. Yikes. Bear in mind, the only Smashing Pumpkins album I've heard in full is Siamese Dream, and I think that album's fucking incredible. This being, like, obviously I've heard some stuff off of their other albums, but, like, hearing their early stuff and then comparing it to this, like, most bands go through a bit of a downfall, especially when you have a career as long as Smashing Pumpkins. They started in, like, what, the 80s, right? This is, like, them coming up on 40 years into their discography. Like, most bands by that point have fallen off, but usually not this fucking hard. Jesus Christ. This is crazy. Especially for a band that were as talented, that were creating some of the most, like, out there, forward-thinking, like, grunge and alt-rock. How have we, like, gone this far off the beaten path? I'm feeling a 0 on this, like a solid 0. This is a contender right here. Victims by Peter Sotos, an anti-pedo/essay spoken word song, spoken word and sound collage music made by a person with previous CP possession charges. It's a song and an album I don't wish on anyone. I genuinely feel bad for sending this junk. What an elevator pitch. Oh my god.
I miss my daughter, Deborah, and I love her more than anyone in the world. I mean, my God, she was only 23 years old.
How is this meant to be an anti-SA thing? We're getting a description of a murder here. Someone with, like, no skin left on their face and their eyes are gone. We're getting a description of a fucking, like, actual full-on crime scene.
They were leaving the motel. They had gone on vacation. And as they were leaving, this man forced them back into the room, had them lay down, and shot him in the back of the head. He masturbated and left the semen in a tissue next to her. But this was not introduced as evidence as part of his personality.
Okay, no. Nope. And this is coming from a guy with CP possession charges. Put Smashing Pumpkins back on, honestly. Wow, that is I'm not listening to any more of that. That is another contender right there. Victims. Baby Shark, I think it's very self-explanatory. Now, I'm not going to play this, but I'm going to explain why I disagree. This is a song made for children. This is a song that you put on to entertain your, like, 2 or 3 year old, okay? And does the song work at that? I have younger cousins, and anytime this song has been on, they have gone crazy to it, okay? Anytime this song has been on, I have literally seen it work, okay? This works at just numbing the minds of children, okay? It does its job. It does its job basically perfectly. So, I'm going to have to say I disagree with this pick. I do disagree with this pick. Even if I don't enjoy the song personally, it's made for children and it does its job. We Wanted Change by Corey Feldman if saying you two to the waiter after they say enjoy your food was a song. Now that is how you sell a bad song right there. Holy shit. We got another one off Angelic to the Core here as well. I'm familiar with this one. This song is horrible. Late September leaves are turning. This is the greatest song ever, honestly. This is a banger. A simple life not too far. It's crazy that I need to pause it here and say it's crazy that this song exists. Like, this is a wild, wild experience here. This is like genuinely. The first time I heard this, I was like, "Holy shit, this actually exists." We were together. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I was so good on this on drums. Thank you. I was 9 years old when this came out. I kind of went hard on this. This song's amazing. I'm so glad this exists. Listen, where else are you going to get such entertainment value out of music than this? This is like the pick. I feel like this is the pick for the worst song of all time. Okay? I legit think that this ticks all of the best boxes. It ticks all of the best boxes for bad music. It's like, it's got terrible production. It's recorded like shit. Corey Feldman's vocals are laughably bad. The writing's trash. This chorus, this hook is wild. It's wild that he heard this and thought it was good. It's wild. This song is an achievement. I've heard this song countless times, and every time I love it even more. Flat 0, but on the entertainment scale, it's like a 9. This is one of the most fun bad songs ever made. This is music's response to Tommy Wiseau's The Room right here. Okay? People say that about Angelic to the Core. I think that this song is the greatest example that I've ever heard. That is the Room of music. So good. Actually so good. The Vox, What Does the Fox Say parody by Cookiebreed and Boyinaband takes one of the most annoying hits of the early 2010s and makes it somehow even more annoying. Boyinaband has one of the most annoying voices to come out of the music YouTuber landscape, and Cookiebreed, whilst technically impressive, has one of the most baffling vocal performances I've ever heard in a metal song. Guitar goes blow, bass goes boom, Okay, the Vox amp joke is where I turn the song off. Holy shit. Wow, that was some... that right there is a fantastic way to close off these submissions. Truly trash YouTube parody music right there. One of the worst examples ever. That was just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Boyinaband just giving a metal performance about different sounds in metal. And then it's like, hey, but the vocals are so unintelligible, aren't they? Isn't it so weird and wacky how, like, in metal they make silly sounds with the voice? Isn't that so goofy? And then the guy, like, gives the most shitty fucking impression of, like, metal vocals. The thing with good parodies is that they, like, actually have to have, like, a level of respect and reverence for what it is they're parodying, you know? And it's clear here that there's not a fucking modicum of respect for what they're parodying. It's just like, yeah, we think this shit's ass and we're going to take the piss out of it. Absolutely terrible. That gets a high 0 to a low 1. High 0 to a low 1, and I'll put it on the list. Over here on the notepad, I have taken a list of a handful of what I thought were the worst of the streams. The worst of the stream that I listened to here. We have Bars by Tones and I, No Fear and Watch the World Burn by Falling in Reverse, Thunder, You Done Goofed, Hooray, Victims, We Want to Change, and The Vox. Now, we need to decide a winner. We need to decide what the worst song of this group is. I'm going to start by eliminating a handful. First one I'm going to eliminate is Thunder by Imagine Dragons. This song is terrible. It's one of the worst pop songs of the 2010s, but I don't think it's a contender for worst song of all time because I'm going to be honest, it's nowhere near as offensive. It's nowhere near as absolutely fucking abysmal as lots of the other songs on here. And I don't know. I feel like, you know, Imagine Dragons could definitely do worse than that. I've heard them do worse than that, honestly. Next one I'm going to eliminate is No Fear by Falling in Reverse. And the reason I eliminate that is because Watch the World Burn is a worse song than this. And I feel like since there's two from the same artist, I may as well eliminate the one that is, you know, not as bad as the other one. But, you know, it's nowhere near as offensive as any of these. And also I'll remove the Vox as well. That song, it's a bad parody. It's terrible, but I feel like, again, it's not as bad as this list of 5 we got over here. This is the one where it starts getting really difficult. Where it starts getting really difficult to whittle this down. I think I can safely get rid of the Smashing Pumpkins. Smashing Pumpkins is bad. It's terrible. But it's not as offensive as the rest of this shit. I'm gonna remove Watch the World Burn. Watch the World Burn is terrible, but Ronnie Radke, A, doesn't deserve that attention, and B, let's be honest, the shit on here is worse. This is worse. Fuck, these are 4 very good picks. These are 4 very good picks. Shit, man. Poll? That's what, actually, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to put a poll up in the Discord with these 4 songs. Go vote. All right, chat. Go place your votes. Which of these songs is worse? I'm going to show the results here. I'm not voting. We're going to let the chat decide which of these songs is the worst of the bunch. Let your voices be heard because I'm not letting it come down to a 2-way tie. All right, You Done Goofed is currently taking it. I'm going to give it 30 more seconds, and then whichever one is in first place will be the winner of today's topic. Gonna give it, well, now probably about 20 more seconds. With that countdown, You Done Goofed is the winner of the first ever topic video, ladies and gentlemen. You Done Goofed is the winner. Congratulations. Good shit, Blood on the Dance Floor. You created a song that's so offensively bad. A song that, you know, turned yourself into the victim in a scenario where you essayed an 11-year-old and then you tried to turn the entire world against that 11-year-old. Fuck you, Blood on the Dance Floor. Fuck this song. Terrible. Well-deserving of being the absolute winner of the worst song of all time. Here, I'm going to make it so that I can hold it. Here we go. I'm holding the exclamation marks. Incredible stuff. Trash. Absolute ass. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think the worst song of all time is down below. Which of the picks shown today would you pick as your least favorite song out of the bunch as well? Yeah, come join these streams. We're going to be doing these topic videos a lot more. Thank you to Space Ashes for editing this video as well. Link to their channel will be in the description of this video. Yeah, like and sub if you haven't. We are on our way to 4K. Come join for the next request stream that we do. The next topic stream that we do, sorry. We're going to be doing these probably once every couple weeks. So, you know, going to try and make them a regular thing. And with that being said, yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.